Okay, another FNAF video straight for ya. Okay, so things are getting very like confusing. And especially the books actually just makes it so that it's hard. So, first things first. GGY. Gregory. Not a good person. It's like, oh damn. So yeah, so that actually helps with the ending. The fact that allegedly he dropped Cassie and destroyed the elevator so that the mimic can't escape. There is many freaking issues with this plan. Also, not to mention the security stuff too. So there's so many freaking issues. Number one, if you're able to have access to the elevator, why in the world didn't you actually turn on the damn security nodes that got turned off though? I guess one interesting part would be like, well then, doesn't that mean that Gregory might have actually accessed Roxy and turned her back on? We're just like, yeah, there we go. So Roxanne got turned off, but somehow she's turned back on. So I guess one thing that Gregory did was somehow, even though it's like, yeah, I guess technically, I don't know. It's hard to figure things out because it's like, okay, hold on. So could have allowed the mimic to die. Could have destroyed the elevator. Destroyed the elevator with him in it. It's like, yeah, why didn't you just allow the elevator to go up? Then the mimic used the elevator and drop down. He's dead. Somehow you're like, no. Yeah, that's the weird one. It's like, I guess it might have not been him because it's like, why did you get Roxy, reactivate her, to save her, to tell her a few things, then just to kill her? Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Other hand, we could go with the idea of maybe he didn't do the elevator. The elevator, I don't know. He's like, I'm sorry. And it's like, yeah, so what you're gonna do? And it might have been something else he was planning to do, but the elevator just, it's not good. The elevator's not really that stable, chances are. It's like, come on. It's like, it's a rundown place. Have they actually used any elevators ever in this freaking damn DLC? The question is no. The answer is no. She didn't use any elevators, which means the elevators might actually not even be workable at all. It was a miracle that it actually worked to go downstairs. Yeah, so apparently it's like, I don't want to be traced. And for that, he could have just been like, yeah, I'm sorry. So we're parting ways now because, we're parting ways. It could just be the fact of where it's like, no more communications. This is the last time we talk to each other. I'm out. Even though he didn't say that, but I think that might be what it is. It's like, I'm trying to redeem Gregory here. But let's go with the messed up part of what Gregory's doing. It's like, Gregory needed the security nodes to be turned off so he can talk to her, because apparently, I guess the security nodes were blocking him to talk to her. Or it took him all this time to finally get access to her, which is like, wow. It's like, yeah, it's like, dude, if you're a freaking tech genius, this kind of sucks. It's like, yeah, it's like, it kind of sucks. So I'm pretty sure his signal was blocked, but the security nodes got torn down, and because of that, he was able to talk to her. But also, I guess the mimic might actually have been a part of it too, which means they both had a hand in blocking it. Now, here's the interesting part. The MXES. It was trying to stop the mimic from doing anything. And, well, it saved her from freaking Glitch Trap right here. Glitch Trap got absorbed in there and he's no more. So, I don't know what to tell you besides, I don't know, man. It's hard to figure things out where it's like, she needed to get rid of all the security nodes to take down this idiot once and for all, where I think he's gone. The other part of this is the fact of where it's like, okay, so the security nodes need to be there to take down the mimic. Okay, Why in the world didn't they take him down in the first damn place, considering, yeah. And don't get me started, the whole thing of where it's like they didn't think of putting security nodes down here as well. So even when it gets out of it, it gets stupid where it's like, okay, so let me get this straight. The security nodes, as soon as he actually is able to get up there, the security nodes will cause issues where he's short circuiting crap. I don't know. It's like, yeah, that's the thing where it's like, yeah, so if they're really powerful, why didn't they get destroyed in the first place? If they're really powerful, then how come they didn't just lure him up there in the first place and then he gets destroyed from that, unless he learned and is like, yeah, I need to turn him off before I do that. It's like, what, did he have an attempt already? And it's like, I don't know how that works out. It's like, yeah, so that's the messed up part. It's like, so the security nodes would have took him out when he was going upstairs. Now, here's the other part. She didn't use the elevator to go downstairs. She actually used, she found tunnels. So someone dug those tunnels. We don't know who. Could have been the blob. And the blob, oh my gosh, that's interesting. Where it's like, oh, then I have to do a retraction on the blob. The blob did not get destroyed by burn trap / glitch trap. The blob got destroyed thanks to the security nodes. Oh, it was safe downstairs, but as soon as it tried to go upstairs, security node killed him. So yes, he's dead, but I don't think it was glitch trap that did it. It was actually the security nodes that killed him. Damn. So yeah, the blob doesn't exist no more. The security nodes did something. Other hand, which we don't get to see. The other hand is that the security nodes might have actually made it hard for him to escape. But since the security nodes are now off, that means that he could actually go. So that's the interesting part, being like, okay, now this is what we need Fusion to do. Is after all the security nodes have been deactivated, he debugs and go all the way up there and see if it's still there. Now, if it's not, then that means, the security nodes basically made it to the point where it couldn't escape. And same with the mimic, where it's like the mimic would go upstairs and then he will be truly hindered and messed up, where it's like he couldn't do crap. Not to mention, if she didn't do Roxy would be able to beat the shit out of him now. Because it's like, all right, round 3, she's able to whoop your ass. But it's still kind of messed up, where it's like, okay, so hold on. You decided, it's like, let's go with evil Gregory here. You decided, and we don't know how Roxy came back. That'll be another thing of where good Gregory, but bad Gregory decided to just, out of all the things, able to just hack in the freaking elevator, let it crash and go down, instead of just being like, okay, well, I need you to do me a solid then. It's like, yeah, I'm going to make sure that the elevator gets destroyed, but as soon as possible, I need you to get that mask, put it back on, and freaking turn on the nodes again. So it's like she has to turn all the nodes back on so she's able to escape. And he, even though he's free, the thing is that someone caged him down there for extra measures. But considering now, the nodes actually could just make him to the point where it's like 10 G's of gravity, where a huge amount of gravity for us will make us actually have to crawl. We can't walk. We can't run. We have to crawl because the gravity is really, really heavy on us. The security nodes is just like that for the blob and for the mimic, where it's so heavy, it makes it so impossible for to move because the security nodes is just taking them down to the point where they could easily just recapture them from down there. It's like, yeah, it makes horrible sense of where it's like, why isn't there a security node downstairs? They should have actually installed a security node there. So it gets very messed up where it's like, yeah, the place where you need the security node the most, and you guys didn't do it. The only messed up part is like, if they did return the security node, so that means Glitch Trap is back again. It's like, yeah, because it's like, oh, well, now I'm free again. All right. It's like, not sure. But let's just say good Gregory, which is like, again, good Gregory, able to freaking figure out things and talk to her finally. Send Roxy down there because he knows Roxy went down there. And, well, he still didn't have the good idea of being like, okay, what I need to do now is to get the nodes back up and running. It's like, yeah, it sucks. I would be kind of saddened, like extremely, that he's not like, yeah, I'm gonna send Gregory down. I mean, send Monty down there because Monty's gonna freaking attack. It's like, yeah, Monty should have went down there too. It's like, yeah, that's what like Monty goes down there to take down Mimic, which he can't do much, but at least he'll be another. Yeah, so this is kind of an issue where it's like, good Gregory would explain how Roxy got reactivated, because it's like she took down a security node, and it's like, okay, well, what if the security node is just something inside of her and she turned it off? So since she turned it off, Roxy has to be rebooted. And that's what happened. It's like, yeah, but then how explain her to get free, because she couldn't get free from that thing, from the freaking forklift. So it's like, how did she get free from that? It's like, that's a good question. So it makes sense that she got help, that Gregory was able to hack in, get the forklift off of her, because maybe it has AI intelligence, probably, maybe. Or just the fact of Roxy loves Cassie so damn much, and she senses that she's in peril. So just like Popeye, she just turned back on, threw that freaking forklift out, and went as fast as possible to go save her. But just like, yeah, but extra question. Shouldn't that mean that Roxy's like should have been technically behind her, like 12 feet behind her or something? It's like, oh yeah, because for Roxy to just show up out of nowhere to save her is like, well, it could have been decent amount, because you know she had to. I think there was a security node down there. My mistake. It's like, yeah, my mistake. I think there was a security node. No, it was the freaking computer. The computer was the last thing. So for her to just be down there and now is doing that, and then all that could actually have helped get Roxy to close being there. Yeah, so anything else? Yeah, but still, good Gregory could have actually, the Gregory that's actually good, could have actually just refixed the freaking security nodes, you know? He could have actually reestablished the security nodes, make them default, make them reset to where it's like, oh, they're back up again. What the frick? Yeah, instead, he decided to actually just revive Roxy. And then after that, it's like, you're on your own now. Versus bad Gregory, where it's like, Roxy just came back alive by herself. She rebooted, and even though the forklift, I guess she just did a Spider-Man 2 thing, and she went down there, and then Gregory's like, okay, I just patched myself through finally, and I destroyed the elevator, and sweet dreams are made of these. And it's like, what the fuck, man? But again, though, that's not the only way out. That's the messed up part. That's not the only way out. Okay, so since that's not the only way out, because she didn't use the elevator to go down, idiot. It's like, yeah, it's like, I don't think that really was his fault. I don't think it was him, but just in case it was, idiot, there's freaking holes, okay? So that means that the Mimic, who most likely could have seen people work and crap, he might know how to use a sledgehammer. He might know how to make something a sledgehammer. So it's like, That's not gonna stop him from actually coming up. That's not gonna stop him at all. There's a freaking damn hole. So yeah, it's like Gregory not that smart if he actually tried to kill Cassie. But if he didn't try to kill Cassie and just said, yeah, we're excommunicating, I'm not talking to you no more, goodbye. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. And it's like, by unfortunateness, the elevator's dilapidated. And it's like, yeah, well, that's even worse. Yeah, good question, though. Well, bad question. It's like, here's another thing. It's like, hold on. I don't think that was the ground level. If that was a ground level, then damn, that means the mimic could still kill her, though. Yeah. But Roxy is there. So who knows what happened to the mimic? The mimic might be crawling the damn hole over there. Other hand, it could be the fact of where that's not the ground floor. There's even more that he can go down, and that's what's going on. Is that she's way down there, and Roxy's able to actually climb down there and free her, which the mimic is still up there, but well, he can't. Wait, he can't open the damn freaking elevator doors though. Like, come on, he could do that too. It's like, yeah, but still, it doesn't make sense if you think destroying the elevator would make sure that he doesn't have a route to go. Because there is another route. It's her climbing. It's the freaking way she came in there in the first place. If you really want to do something, I don't know. There's nothing you could do remotely, right? There's no way you could do anything remotely unless you got the endos. And then the endos basically just start punching shit. Yeah, making them all punch crap. Punch all the walls, punch all the openings and the holes, and then there you go. It could start that, and we're just like, okay, well, there you go. But he doesn't do anything. All he does, if we're talking about a good one, is most likely woke up Roxy. The bad one just destroyed a freaking elevator, and is that really going to do anything?